Hello all. Yesterday we stopped in page 431 and I asked you to try to do these examples. So for 17 till 24, divide to find two equivalent fractions. We are going to use division to find two equivalent fractions. So let's start. Number 17, 20 over 100. Why not to think about 10 as a factor and divide the 20 divided by 10 and the 100 also to divide it by 10. 20 divided by 10, it gives me 2. And 100 divided by 10, it gives me 10. So here I divide them by 10 over 10 and I got this equivalent fraction. Because he wants two equivalent fractions, so I'm thinking about another way and another factor. Why not to think about 4? 20 divided by 4, it makes 5. 100 divided by 4, it makes 25. So if you don't know how we got the 25, you can use long division and you can see that 100, if I divided it by 4, I got 25. Number 18, 40 over 10. If I was thinking to divide the 40 by 10, I can get 4. And also the 10, if I divided it by 10, I can get 1. So I divide, the first time I divide the numerator by 10 and I got 4. And also I divide the denominator by 10 and I got 1. So this is an equivalent fraction. Why not? Because he's asking me to bring two equivalent fractions. I'm going to think about another factor. Why not to divide the 40 by 5? If I divide the 40 by 5, it's 8. Why it's 8? Because 8 multiplied by 5, it makes 40. And 10 divided by 5, it makes 2. Why? Because 2 multiplied 5, it makes 10. And so on. So here we have another equivalent fraction because we divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. Number 19, 16 over 12. Here I'm thinking to divide the 16 by 4 and the 12 also by 4. 16 divided by 4, it's 4. 12 divided by 4, it's 3. So I got an equivalent fraction by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 4. Why not? Because as I told you before, he wants two equivalent fractions. So let's think about another number. If I divide the 16 by 2, I can get 8. If I divide the 12 by 2, I can get 6. So 8 over 6, it's also another equivalent fraction. As you can see here, all of these three examples, we used division and we are finding another equivalent fractions using division. I divide the numerator and I divide the denominator with the same number. Number 20, it's 12 over 8. Why not to divide the 12 by 2 and to divide the 8 by 2? Yes, I'm going back to the multiplication tables and I can see that yes, I can divide the 12 by 2 and I can get 6. If I divide 8 by 2, I can get 4. So 6 over 4, it's an equivalent fraction for 12 over 8. He wants two equivalent fractions. So let's think again about another one, another number to divide it. For example, let's divide it by 4. 12 divided by 4, it makes 3. 8 divided by 4, it makes 2. So 3 over 2, it's another equivalent fraction. And so on. You can do these from number 21 to number 24 by yourself and you can check your answers in the other page. Here are the answers and I put for you here all of the answers from number 17 to number 24. Look, I'm putting here for you all the details, how I got these equivalent fractions. I used numbers and I'm using division to find equivalent fractions. You can check your answers here.